Well, hello good people of the internet, and welcome back to yet another installment of
Rapid Licks.
Okay, so today's Rapid Lick is basically just a big, nasty, exhausting legato workout. This is a Doug Aldrich lick. I don't know when exactly he started using this phrase, but he definitely does use it in his playing. I first heard it actually from another YouTube channel, Late Night Lessons with Dave Brewster. If you haven't checked it out, check out that channel. I'll leave a link below to it. Amazing licks, great stuff. Anyway, I was watching that, and Dave was talking about a few of these licks in particular, and he was just doing them once because he only teaches licks, and I thought, hey, those are great, but I wonder if you can move them around and make a big sequence out of them. And the general nature of this channel, I like to make things needlessly challenging. So we've gone ahead, taken those licks, made them into a big exhausting pattern, and I guarantee your hand will be very tired, and you might curse my name after this, but we're gonna have a good time. So let's go. So, a couple things to chat about before we actually start playing this. We're going to do everything in good old-fashioned standard tuning, so nothing's going to be strange. Basically, I've constructed this whole thing to be really simple. We're going to be using mostly E minor pentatonic, so just really familiar, simple shapes. For the descending run, that's a little bit different, but we'll talk about that when we get to it. It's not that big of a departure, and it's symmetrical, so I promise you it won't be all that hard. And again, we're doing this more or less using legato. I might pick a couple things, but you don't necessarily need to. Again, this is really about the pattern, not so much about the picking technique. Okay, good? Let's go. All right, played one time, slowly. Okay, so what am I doing here? Basically what I want you to do is I want you to think more or less E minor pentatonic. Everybody's favorite shape, but we're going to do this actually starting off a bit lower, so the position right before position 1 up on the 12th fret. This position. And all we're going to be doing is we're going to be targeting these notes here. So basically I'm looking at the E string 12th fret, 10th fret, B string, 12th fret, 10th fret, and with our pinky we're going to be grabbing that note right up there up on the 15th out of the first position of the E minor pentatonic. All right, so to start this off, you're going to start off right here on the B string on the 10th fret. Play that once and hammer onto the 12th, like so. Jump over here onto the high E string on the 10th fret. You're going to pick that once. And this is a bit of a cheeky piece. What you need to do now is hammer on and pull off to the 15. So, like that. So this is what we got. And then to resolve this phrase, come back and play the 12th fret of the B string. And then you just loop and repeat this 4 times. This is the same basic position. All we're going to be doing is shifting through the pentatonic scale, okay? So we're going to do that 4 times, so let's do that. Got it? Good. Now is where things change a little bit in the position. So we've already done this piece. So once you get down here after your 4 times through and you've ended up playing the B string on the 12th fret, start that phrase again and get yourself over here to the high E string on the 10th fret, and instead of going back up here to the 15, we're just going to go to the 12 and then loop it. So it'll be like this. And again, you do that 4 times. So this is what we got all together up to this point. With me? Good. Now we're going to shift to the next position of the scale. So you ended right there on the 12th fret of the B string. That's going to be the first thing you play again in the next phrase, so it does repeat. Okay, so the next position. Basically, we're just good old minor pentatonic, everybody's favorite position ever. So we're going to use the 12th fret on the B string, 15th fret on the B string, 12th fret on the high E string, 15th fret on the high E string, and the 17th fret on the high E string. And we're going to play the same pattern we just did here, but we're just going to apply it there. Just like that, simple, right folks? Okay, position, shift one more time. So of course, you ended right there on the 15th fret of your B string. So that becomes the first note of the next and final position of this ascending pentatonic lick piece. So for this one, basically, if you know your pentatonic scale, starting here, you know that these are the notes we've got. So that's 15th fret on the B string, 17th fret on the B string, 15th fret on the high E string, 17th fret on the high E string, and the 19th fret of the high E string. So that's all we're going to be using for this one. And again, we're just doing that exact same pattern, but with these notes. So go ahead and do that 4 times each. Good, got it. Okay, so let's play this entire thing all the way together up until this point. Good. Okay, now from this part is the descending run, which you heard me do a bit earlier. It sounds kind of like this. Okay, now this is dead simple, and really, you're going to cry when you realize how simple this is. All I'm doing basically is just running down a symmetrical pattern, and I'm just following the octave. So this is going to start, let me just show this to you. So we're going to be using these notes right here. So we've got the 15th fret on the high E string, 17th fret on the high E string, 19th fret on the high E string. So you can see all these 3 evenly spaced out. And on the B string, we're going to be using the exact same frets. See, nice and symmetrical. Anyway, all I'm going to want you to do is play on the 19th fret, pull off back to the 17th fret, pull off back to the 15th fret, and repeat it. Okay, so you got that twice. Once you finish that, come over here onto the B string on the 19th fret, play that once. Come back over here to the 15th fret on the high E string, play that once. So we got this. Okay, then once you finish that, jump back onto your high B string and play the 19th once and just descend through it. Okay, so this little phrase will look kind of like this. You can loop that if you want and use it, it's pretty nice. Basically, so what you need to know here is like, this thing started right there on that note, which is the high E string on the 15th fret, which happens to be a G. So like I said, this is going to move an octave. So all you need to do is find yourself another G and repeat this exact same position for the next position shift. So right there on the 12th fret of the, lo and behold, the G string is a G. So since I know that that's a G, if I go up, follow my little symmetrical pattern, I know I can start right there on the 16th fret and just do the exact same thing on both of these strings. So let's go ahead and do that. Got it? Perfect. So to this point, what we got is... Alright, now again, I was using G's to locate this. Well, lucky me, there happens to be a G right here on the A string up at the 10th fret. So again, with that kind of logic, knowing this pattern that I'm using is symmetrical, and I'm going to be starting right here on the 14th fret of that very same A. So again, we just repeat that pattern once more. Just like that. Now, of course, when I was playing this, this thing is all loosely based around E minor pentatonic. So I just go ahead and landed on the E on the 12th fret there and ended it. You can do whatever you want. This is the way I like to end it. Works for me. But anyway, let's do that entire thing together one time slowly. Just like that, folks. All right, so there you have it. That's the Doug Aldrich inspired kind of legato-y pentatonic sequence thing that I put together. Pretty neat lick. I've actually been playing a variation of this for years and years. I've always played this the other direction, kind of the Zach Wilde style one that you're probably all familiar with as well. Again, just thinking E minor pentatonic, you know, that sort of thing, right? So this is neat because I've been playing this, like I said, forever, and I never thought to do it the other way. Sometimes it just takes another perspective to give you a whole new section of cool tools and tricks in your trick bag to use. So anyway, I found it useful. Hopefully you will too. If you did find this video useful, if you learned anything, please make sure you hit the like and subscribe button to try and help this channel grow. But anyway, that's all I've got for you guys today, so I hope you enjoyed that lesson. Yeah, and just as per usual, keep on shredding, and we'll talk to you in the next video. Bye for now.